Having a positive mental attitude is the one single force that could change your life. And how do you build this momentum? How do you create this positive mental attitude? You do it with gratitudes. You do it by reading amazing positive insights. I read 10 books a day. 10 books a day. I've been doing that now for quite a while. 10 books a day. I've seen the changes in my life. I've seen a shift. It's amazing. It builds me up. Do you think I didn't face challenges in the last few weeks as I was reading these amazing books? I faced challenges, but I dealt with them in a totally different way. Totally different. And as time progresses, I'm becoming stronger, better, and more efficient at this. It's just quite amazing. As I'm writing my book, I realized that every single person I came across in my life, every person I crossed paths with in my life, whether they were an adversary or a friend, they all had something to teach me. In case you're wondering, yes, I've been writing a book now since the beginning of January. I haven't missed a day. I haven't missed a single day writing my amazing book. That's me. I'm very consistent. I'm a very disciplined person like that. I realized every single person who I crossed paths with in my life taught me something. Even a child. I remember the last few months that I was with my children. My youngest child would not allow me to let go of his hand as he slept at night. And if you are a parent, you probably know that, okay, you hold a child's hand and with time they fall asleep and then you can let go and go back to your bed and you're fine. Not my youngest son. Regardless of the hour of the night, or the morning for that matter, he would wake up the second I released my hand of his. And I'd be lying on the floor and my back would be aching. Nonetheless, he felt when I let go of his hand and he would stop crying. And this went on for months. And I don't think it was every night, but it was often. And I thought about what lesson did this child teach me? What lesson did my child teach me? He taught me, I'm more than happy to see in the comment section down below what you think the lesson is that he taught me. It'd be amazing to see your amazing comments and see that in the comment section down below. That'd be great. But I was thinking that he taught me this idea of not letting go. Even if you're asleep already, wake up and be persistent and consistent not to let go of your drive to get to where you want to get. Write that book. Be disciplined. Don't stop even for one day. My child was teaching me inadvertently, in an indirect way. Write that book. Be principled. Be disciplined. And don't stop for anything. That's what he told me. I was reading Napoleon Hill's book now. I'm on round 3 now. Think and Grow Rich. For me, richness is important. But most importantly for me, the idea of richness is about richness in mind and a good attitude in mind. He talks about a child who was the child of black slaves. And she walked over to her parents' master. I think it was slaves at the time. Maybe they were freed already, but they were not totally emancipated. In any case, she walked over to the master and she said, "My mom wants 50 cents. And the master said, "Go away. I'm working." The child persisted. my mom wants 50 cents. And he said, if you don't go away, I'm going to give you a wallowing, or something to that effect. She didn't, she was relentless. She didn't let up. And eventually, he took out 50 cents and he said, here's a $50. Give it to your mom. And after she left, he sat down and he was feeling shocked and kind of despondent. Couldn't believe what he just did. He totally surrendered to this child. And his nephew was observing all this, and he said, my uncle was a very strong character. And here he was, giving into a child of 6 years old. Children have a lot to teach us. Adults have a lot to teach us. We all have a lot to teach each other. Our adversaries and our friends, they all have taught us so much. We could either absorb those lessons and take them in and take them seriously, or we could just turn around and say, no, thank you. I prefer to just remain where I started. I don't want to learn from you. Especially with an adversary. Nobody wants to learn a lesson from an adversary, right? Who wants to learn a lesson from an adversary? But they taught us something important. And whilst writing my book for over, I could almost say 5 months now, I've learned and I've realized that a lot of people taught me lessons which have really improved my life as a result. They didn't teach to me in a way which they had anything in mind for my benefit. Let's be very clear about that. Nonetheless, they taught me something. It says in the book of Proverbs, the Jewish book of Proverbs, from all my teachers, I have learned lessons. You could either learn those lessons, or you could just throw them out. It's up to you. Every single day I'm reading book by book by book by book. And I'm beginning to realize that it's playing in my mind. It's really making me become positive. I'll give you an example. This morning, I was beginning to feel I want to feel negative. But I couldn't. I had this drive, this force in my head. It was positive, just be positive, because you create your own positivity. Positivity comes from within. My brain said that to me. And I just couldn't. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, I was already reading. I was already praying. I was already reading along with James Allen's book. Those are all the things I do. I was already writing my book at 6 o'clock in the morning. How did I do that? Through positive mental attitude. It's a positive mental attitude which builds you up, which helps you attain success and reach the goals you desire. It's a very good idea as well to pursue a gratitude journal, to write in a gratitude journal every single day. Been doing that as well now for almost 3 months, or 4 maybe. Why is it so amazing? Because when you emotionalize, again, it has to work with emotion. You can't just write your gratitude without emotions. When you emotionalize your feelings, you build your focus into a very positive area. It helps you get off the ground. It helps you feel better within yourself, and your focus of that day improves as a result. It's also worth noting that, I've heard so many amazing things which are generated through gratitude. And the stories told in magazines and journals and scientific research is just insurmountable. It's wow. If you express gratitude every single day with emotions and with feelings, and you visualize it as well, you are able to build better relationships. You're able to sleep better at night. You're able to achieve the goals you hope to achieve and you try to attain. You're able to improve your physical health, your mental health. Your diet improves, everything improves. So why not do it? Why not? The focus is where you put it. And you might as well put it in a good place. That's my message tonight. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm ever so grateful to the amazing subscribers who have come along to our little family here in the last few days and weeks. I'm humbled. Thank you for your kindness and grace. And I'm ever so grateful to the amazing commenters and people who pressed like in the last few days. On my video, The Parallel Universe, I saw in the last few days about 15 new likes, which is amazing. I'm ever so grateful. We have, I think, 3,700 viewers on that particular video already, which is, again, not something I ever anticipated. When I put it out, I didn't think I'd get to that place. I thought maybe be lucky if we get 100 views in that one, but it just spiraled out of control because I delivered a very powerful message, I believe. And of course, that's what God wanted as well. I look forward to your amazing comments in the comment section down below. And I look forward to your amazing feedback. I also wanted to point out that my Nikola Tesla video also generated a lot of views and amazing likes and comments there. I think more comments there than on Parallel Universe video. You know why? Sorry. My Nikola Tesla video generated more views and likes than the Parallel Universe video. You want to know why? Because my Nikola Tesla video tapped into something which people really appreciated. And it's also worth noting that there was some controversy out there regarding Nikola Tesla versus Thomas Edison. And I think it's really important to realize that Thomas Edison succeeded because of his positive mental attitude. I'm not going to go into how he got there. It's controversial. But his positive mental attitude generated his success. He failed 10,000 times. And that's why he managed to spread his message, to spread his insights and inventions. Whereas Nikola Tesla was a different character altogether. Nikola Tesla was not looking for success necessarily. He had his ideas, he put them out there, but he wasn't looking for success. And he wasn't looking in the same direction, with the same focus as Thomas Edison. That's my message tonight. I look forward to your amazing feedback. I'm ever so grateful for the amazing commenters who have left their amazing comments and feedback. Thank you. I'm humbled. I love you all. Remember the positive mental attitude. It's worth it. I remember the amazing story of my son, what he taught me. I love you. Have a good night.